Welcome back to the channel. We're here at Ryan Free Motor Cars, down in the shop. Just wanted to show you some new inventory pieces, some of the cars we're working on. As you see behind me, a speed yellow 996 turbo. You know we love those cars very much so. But wanted to show you some other cars that normally need a lot of work and people are always talking about, the IMS bearings, RMS. These are the famous 996s. So in this vehicle right here, a 40th anniversary, which is a very rare car, we're doing the IMS, RMS, some other services such as the clutch, because you're in there at the same time. And then we have this one also, which we can go over right here. Lenny's working on. So you pulled out here. Lenny, give us a little explanation.
Yeah, we have the transmission out, and we're installing the IMS and the rear main seal, and also replacing the clutch. Flywheel looks good.
It's worth it to do it at that point. But yes. So Lenny's our trusted mechanic. He knows me probably since I could run through his legs. My head wouldn't hit his you-know-what if I ran through his legs. That's how long I know Lenny. He's been working at the Porsche deal for 37 years, and he's been working with us now, what? 4 years?
Going on 5 now, yeah.
So Lenny was retiring, and he said, you know, I'll help you out. I'll help you out start the business, go around. And 4 years later...
Well, it's nice working for nice people that they stand behind their products, and to me that.
But you're having fun. You're having fun.
And I'm having fun. But it means a lot to be able to repair the cars the right way, and it's a pleasure working with you guys.
Let's check out one more car, and then after that, I'm going to take Lenny and give him another surprise. So here we are at the 1992 964, getting a full engine reseal done. We're just putting the motor back in. It's very exciting. You see a car on a lift, going through all the work that it's gone through, and then basically at the final stages where we get ready to road test it. So here at our shop, we could do anything from IMSs, RMSs, rebuilds, you name it. All ages of Porsches from the 80s to the 90s, early 2000s. And here's one that I really want to show. We have a big surprise outside. Lenny's going to freak out because he knows it's going to be a lot of work. Oh boy, oh boy. Come, I want to show you something. Get ready for this one, Lenny. Get ready for this one. Not to mention the aqua blue turbo convertible with bucket seats and ceramic brakes at 3,000 miles. Forget about it. Lenny, is this your baby right here?
Which one? Oh, look at that.
So what we have here is, I will not say details yet, but as you can see, it's a 1987 turbo that is ridiculously clean. Now this car we've been chasing for some time, and it doesn't happen every day that you just find the car and you get it. It's been years in the making, so to speak, but you're gonna see Lenny's expression when he sees this car. And we have Ziggy, our trusted transporter, who's gonna take it down for us now. Hold on, here you go. Buckle up, Lenny, buckle up. Buckle up, buckle up.
How many miles?
I'm not telling you. You're going to get in, you're going to look.
Really?
You're going to look, Lenny. How does it look?
Looks very clean. I like it.
One owner car.
Very nice.
So every time a car comes in, we put it through a whole vigorous cycle of checking out, making sure everything is pretty much fully, you know, serviced, or if it's not, what we have to. Oh, look who decided to show up.
Is this the 3,000 mile?
Shut up! You ruined it. I'm gonna kill you.
Is this the 3,000 mile 930?
Louis decides to show up to work today. Big surprise! Woo! Wow! He's here. What time is it, guys? 11. So it's lunchtime. Louis gonna have lunch, and then guess what? Right after lunch, Louis gonna say, "Let's go for a ride in the SL65 Black Series." It's always very exciting when you get a new car in, especially something that is basically 30-something years old, 33, 36 years old, whatever it is. Just in this condition, it just doesn't exist. It's amazing. I love this stuff. Look at the Fuchs wheels, how like super bright they are. I usually see them all dried out, and I want Lenny to see it. Because this is like, when Lenny worked in Porsche, this was like the beginning of all he worked on. These new 996s and 997s, they're just a bunch of crap to him.
Wow,
there, Lenny.
Look at this thing. Holy shit.
Look at the odometer. How many miles on it?
3,000 miles. 3,700. My God, this car's not even broken in yet.
Do you believe this? The car won't start. There's no battery in it, so you're just going to roll off.
Roll back.
Now, Lenny knows what he's up against here. He's going to have to do, because this car deserves it, everything that you need to do to make it as perfect as possible.
Wow, I can't believe this car.
Let the brake go.
One owner, three, and it's got sport seats. You feel it nice and tight on you?
Yes, I do. It's really clean.
It's like brand new, right?
Yes, very nice.
So what's the first few things you're gonna do when you go over this car?
We're going to check it out and basically probably a quick oil change and basically put a battery in.
So it hasn't been ran since 2005.
Oh,
so
it
we're gonna have to
hasn't
do
been.
everything with
So
the gas
we're going to
tank.
drain it then. We'll drain everything. You're right.
Have you ever seen a car this clean, this low miles?
No, I haven't. First time, and I've seen a lot of them.
So he bought it from, I think, Sportique or something in Long Island. Original owner, in 87. Barely used it. Just took it to work once in a while, and then it just sat really since 2005. So.
Yeah, we have.
But everything looks all original to you, right?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
looked over everything. I did my best, Lenny. I hope I did okay.
I'm sure. I think you've seen quite a few of these cars through the years. Like you said, this one is super special.
Have you seen cleaner cars at Ryan Free Motor Cars or at the Porsche dealer?
The cars that you come up with, I haven't even seen at the dealer. Some of that 996 that you had here. That what is that one?
What, the GT3 RS?
The GT3 RS.
Well, they only made those for Europe.
I've never even seen one of those.
We have to have it.
Wow.
We have no choice. All right, so let's get working on it.
All right, let's do it.
Good job.
Great job.
Good job.
All right, guys, here we are. We got the 930. This is actually my first time stepping into the car as well, so you'll get my initial reaction as well. Yeah, this thing is super clean. I don't know how many times Ryan probably said the car is super clean, but definitely looks pretty good. Start off over here. We got a little Bruce Hornsby in the range, but this is the kind of stuff that comes with this car. And this is the stuff that makes these cars special, like the cool 1980 cassettes and CDs and videos you'll even find in here. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll even find Cindy Crawford's phone number inside the service records. But yeah, so here we go. Here's the original packet, the original packaging or boxing that you got when you first purchased the car. We'll try to hide the addresses over there. Got a stack of records, Sportique motors. So this is, when you're buying a car of this caliber, you really do need the service records to just, you know where the car's coming from, and you know how well the car was loved, and the car has a story, and that's a lot about these older Porsches is the provenance and knowing where it came from and how it was loved and how it was taken care of. And this car is definitely no exception to the rule. Yeah, this thing is in fantastic shape. So can't wait to get it running and give it a service and finally get this thing on the road. That's what it's all about, driving these things. For a quick reference, I just, everyone always wanted to know how much these cars weigh and the horsepower and what makes the 930 special. 930 is just really special in its own way. It's just that if it was the first Porsche to get that Widowmaker title, just because these cars had 282 horsepower, 289 pound-feet of torque. They were rear-wheel drive, and the boosts on these cars are very linear, but what happens is the boost starts around $3 grand, so if you're in a turn, you get on the gas, the car will come out from underneath you. It gets a little squirrely, but if you know how to just not punch it in the middle of a turn, this car is very rewarding. And yeah, and these weigh almost I think close to 3,000 pounds, 2,900 and change. So, I mean, these are really, really a special car that definitely will not be replicated ever again. And like I said with Ryan, I'm sure Ryan mentioned the miles, this car is definitely a museum timepiece showcase of one of the cleanest 930s I've ever seen. So enjoy.
Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode at Ryan Free Motor Cars, showing you this 3,000 mile 87 turbo. It is the lowest mileage turbo or any 80s Porsche, or I don't know, any older Porsche we've had. We sometimes get these new 997s and 993s and 996s that have super low miles, but to find a 930 with such low miles is literally impossible. So we are so thrilled to have this car in our inventory right now, and we want to keep you along for the journey to let you know what goes on with servicing it. We'll do an episode on that and go through what it takes to go through a whole entire car that basically is sitting still since 2005, and then along the journey of where it goes and its future ahead. But we hope somebody's going to buy this, and they're either going to put it in a collection, but at least should be driven in the future. It's an amazing car that was made to be driven, and this just basically is a time capsule. Like Lenny, my mechanic, said, this car may be an example, so to speak, of what certain brand, older cars should look like, because a lot of people make changes, this and that. I mean, this could be a reference car in that regard. So thrilled to have it. It was a long, adventure to get this car, but we have it now, thankfully, and you can take a look and see how special it is. Thanks again so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode.